Hey guys, so this week I was working on trying to look for some material to do a Draw This Again for Free Draw Friday, and whoo, I was going through some piles of art and I thought that maybe it would be fun as an extra video to show you some of my old drawings. Now, I did my best to try to separate them. There's, I'm sure, tons more in other folders and other places all around my house and probably at my mom's house and yada yada yada, but I'm going to try to do a couple extra videos in the next couple weeks about it. So this is my elementary and middle school pile, this is my high school pile, and this is my college and beyond pile, but I have a portfolio full of it. So let's take a look. I'm going to do 3 separate videos, starting with the cringiest, my elementary stuff. So when I was a lot younger, I dated a lot more of my work than I do now, so thank goodness for that. But I believe that this is the earliest sketchbook that I have, and obviously the cover's gone, but it's got a unicorn on it, and what I did for this one was, it says, "You make my spirit soar, Valentine," which I spelt soar wrong. Pretty sad. Owie for soar instead of flying, but this was a Valentine's Day card that I decided to redo. So let's just take a look. This was probably, so it's dated up here as February 18th, 2000. So I was 9 years old at the beginning of this book. And if I can recall correctly, I think that means that I was in the 4th grade. But when I got into the 3rd grade, Pokemon had just started getting popular in the United States. And I used to draw Pokemon all the time. And I would draw Pokemon for friends of mine in exchange for like ice cream coupons that I would trade in during lunchtime. So, and a clown in a picture frame. Oh man, some of these are really bad. But I wanted to show you guys some of my elementary school stuff because I thought, you know, I get a lot of, "Oh, you're so talented," and, you know, "You've been blessed with this talent," but I just really loved art. Oh goodness, look at this face. And I used to draw every chance I could get. I would draw every day, pretty much. And it was really the first thing that I realized that I was good at. I had a pretty bad memory, and I still do, but like drawing, I could just, you know, I could look at something and be able to recreate it. So I did this when I was 9 also. My mom took us to St. Augustine, and my great aunt lived there. And we used to stay behind in like the sister house that was behind her house, and we would go, and one day we set up chairs and we just drew the entrance. So there's like the old fort, and there's the gate for the little like downtown shopping area. There's like a, I think like some Hawaiian punch spilled there, you know, because I was a kid. These were some of my Beanie Babies that I used to play with all the time and make stories for. House, the dog. This is one of my stuffed animals. I still have this one. His name was Berries. I got him from a friend of mine for my birthday like years ago. A bunch of animals, and ooh gosh, I'm shaking the camera, and like feeding the dog some water at a park. What I liked about when I was a kid, and I kind of miss that, you know, when you get older you kind of start to overthink things when you're drawing. Oh yeah, here's the old Game Boy slogan. Game Boy, get into it. I think that this was like the Mary-Kate and Ashley game. Anyway. Oh, and I did like a flip book in the corner. Like I was really adventurous. Ooh. I didn't draw that. My mom's friend did. At an airport. And I just kind of miss that, you know, you would draw anything just to draw and just because you could, you know? Whereas now I think that when you get older, you tend to overthink things and you don't know what to draw. That is an interesting dog. And then this was the boardwalk. My dad used to live, well, he still lives there, but my dad lives in New Jersey, and we used to go visit him. And I think this was when we went to Seaside Heights and played at the boardwalk. I only drew 2 of my sisters in there, unless I drew them and not me. I don't know, but I think that's my dad. And then I have 2 sisters, so there's 3 of us. So I don't know, one of us is missing apparently. Oh yeah, check this out. Pika Lagoon. Look at some Pikachus resting up there on the beach. Pikachu being served by a Pika lady. Look at that. Anyone always says, oh, you're so good at drawing people. Yeah, check it. Professor Oak, who kind of looks like Bulbasaur. Some more characters.
I think this was like the side of my dad's house. Some people that I knew back in the day. A mountain with stars. A stick figure climbing a mountain, like bats and stuff in there. These are Halloween costumes that like my friends and my sisters did, and I just decided to draw them. A dog in a house, as you can tell, I really like animals and dogs and kickball.
And then, it's kind of going to jump around because some of this is like loose, but in middle school, I think it was like my 11th grade, got real, not 11th grade, when I was 11, that's when I meant, so like 6th grade, I watched Lord of the Rings for the first time. It was the first one, and Fellowship of the Ring, and oh my god, I was obsessed. These are like really big pieces of drawing paper, and I was trying to like learn calligraphy because I wanted to like make maps and stuff. This is like Mirkwood Forest, and look at all the detail, oh my god. Legolas, who was like my bae back in the day. Here's Gollum. I think I drew this when I was like 11 or 12. But I had like a peel day by day. Oh, here's like some notes in class I drew Legolas on. I had like a peel day by day calendar that I used to like just take all the pages off and like put them on my wall, and so I had a giant collage of like a bunch of clips from the first movie. And oh my goodness, I'm sure we're gonna see a lot more of that. And then when I was 11, Spider-Man, the first Spider-Man movie came out, and this was even before it came out. Like, I don't know why I was so hyped. Oh, I know why. We went, when I was 11, 6th grade, we went on a field trip to Universal, and I bought my very first comic, and it was a Spider-Man comic. And from that time on, because they were, you know, still promoting the movie and stuff before it came out, oh my god, I was obsessed with Spider-Man. I drew Spider-Man a lot. A lot. Lots of, like, parts from the movie. Jumping back in time a little bit. No, maybe this was middle school. This is like an assignment where we had to like, we drew markers on the table, and then we sprayed the paper with like a spray bottle, and then you like print it off the table. It was pretty neat. Oh, and then I was also like super, this is when I started getting into anime, and I guess I didn't really realize that it was anime, because I was into Pokemon and Sailor Moon. There's a lot of Sailor Moon in here too.
This is when I was 13, so it's probably like 8th grade. Some of this, yeah, this is middle school. Some of this is middle school, some of this is elementary school. Here's like table print, Hamtaro, what? This I drew for my sister, because she really loved Trigun. This video's gonna be long, I'm sorry. And this, I really started drawing comics back in middle school. You're gonna see a lot of comics, and you'll see some very crazy stuff soon enough.
And my first manga that I ever bought was Tokyo Mew Mew, the very first one. And I bought it when I was in Canada visiting my uncle.
Oh, that's high school. Ooh, sneaky. Oh yeah, that's when I wanted a boyfriend. Woohoo! More comics, it's got stains and stuff all over it. Sailor Moon.
Aladdin. I can't say whether or not, this is too good. I probably traced that. Very rarely did I trace things, because normally I would look at it, and I used to be like super proud of myself that I could look at stuff and draw it. Like one of the first how to draw manga books, I have a lot of these too, where I just like copied what I saw and drew it. This one I'm pretty positive this is a different artist online that I drew that from. I didn't trace that one, but I drew it from it. Some original character, I think I gave her name, Princess Catherine. Wow, look at her eyes, she's so beautiful.
Letters from Tokyo Mew Mew, Card Captors, Lord of the Rings, Sailor Moon. I don't remember if this is from Full Metal Panic, I'm not sure, but I used to collect those new type magazines. I've got a whole giant box full of them. This is a stain, but this is one of the covers from like the Magical Pokemon journey. It was like a cutesy Pokemon manga. Sailor Moon in the water.
all of these I looked at images online for. There's no way that I didn't trace them, but I definitely did not draw that because I was just drawing it.
Lord of the Rings, like one side picture. This is from Zodiac PI.
This is probably this was like my favorite Sailor Moon drawing when I was a kid because I didn't buy them, but I think I just had them. Like these star stickers that I stuck as her earrings. I just thought that was like the coolest thing ever. I should probably take these out of the sleeves, but anyway.
That's from How to Draw Manga, the card chapters. An OC, Guardian Angel with her side shoulder thing and her, I don't know stuff like that, but more comic stuff that I made up. Sailor Moon, How to Draw stuff, that's high school. Some of it's kind of mixed up, but that is Lord of the Rings again. Yuna, because I played Final Fantasy 10 in like 8th grade. This is from Kari First Love, I believe, a manga. OC, Lord of the Rings. Here we go, some chibi stuff, Lord of the Rings. I think this is Dark from Be an Angel, I believe. Oh yeah.
Friends Forever. Sailor Moon. Hey, look at them. Ooh.
Neptune, Mercury. This is my OCs again with their short bodies and giant hands. And this guy's got a sweat hoodie thing that says Baka. I bet you I do that in high school, so like I said, I'm sorry, some of that stuff.
I used to redraw a lot of scenes from manga just to practice paneling and practice drawing characters. These were my friends in middle school that I drew us as anime characters in school uniforms. And more Pokemon. Pikachu da Pika Dude. Wow.
This is the guy that rode my bus. Anyway, that's supposed to be me. I'm blushing quite a bit. I'm not sure what for.
This is that same drawing that was a little bit ago. But I used to, and you'll see a lot of it too, I used to draw, then I would be afraid to color it and mess it up, so I would make a copy and then color the copy of it. I used to do that a lot.
Runaway Boy, that was one of the other mangas that I started to collect. I love that manga so much. Some more cheeky stuff. I don't think I ever read this manga, Fairy Tail. I don't know if that is a manga, but yeah. Sailor Moon in her regular school outfit and her Sailor Scout uniform. Here's a comic page from card chapters that I redrew. Sailor Moon, Hamtaro. I never really watched Hamtaro, but I believe I have a book for it.
Peter Pan in anime form, and then this was the One Ring. Let's see, 12/17/03. I was 13 at that time. This one was pretty cute. Legolas. His eyes are really weird and big. He looks kind of like Gollum, even though he's supposed to be Legolas. Look at that font. Heyo. And then, obviously, I didn't like the way I drew Mary. Totally messed up, is what I said. And then Pippin. I love him. Heart. I remember this was 6th grade, and I remember I drew this in art class, and the teacher I had, we were doing this assignment where we had to create a haunted house, and I remember working, this is crazy, this is a blast from the past. I remember working on this drawing, and the kids around me were really struggling drawing it, and I drew windows that went in and stuff, and I worked really hard on it. And a lot of the kids around me were like, that's so cool, you put monsters in it, and there's a face in the moon, and there's stairs in there, and I think there's claws coming over the corner here. And I remember working really hard on it, and the teacher was walking around looking at everyone's stuff, and I remember some of the kids in my class were like, wow, you gotta go see Amanda's, it's so good. And she went over and she was like, nah, it's okay. And I was I remember feeling super sad about it. I don't know why I remember that so much, but sometimes I think that being an art teacher myself now, I see how some teachers, they're just kind of worn and they get tired and they see the same stuff over and over and over again. I started getting into video games, played Resident Evil 4. I remember my dad bought this for me, and I don't think he realized that it was a game that I shouldn't have played. I don't think I realized it was a game I shouldn't have played. Marmalade Boy, Good Charlotte. I did not create this image. I found it online and just redrew it from somebody else.
Lots of Sailor Moon card chapters. This is a drawing I did of my dad fishing, but we did it in style. Card chapters, Marmalade Boy. This is an OC. Oh my goodness, I don't know where she's going or she's flying. Card chapters. And I remember drawing this and struggling with the mouth so bad. I don't even know what happened. It's all weird and blurry. Sailor Moon. This is a cutesy guy gonna grow flowers. Sailor Moon stuff. Yoshi. Mary. When Boromir died.
Oh, here's an example. So this is like a drawing of me in a dress. And then I would like go, man, I don't want to mess up the drawing. So I'd like scan it or make a copy of it. And then I would color it in. I don't know why I wrote sweater on there. Maybe because I needed to draw a sweater. I don't know. Some of these are on my old DeviantArt. And if you want to see my DeviantArt, I haven't updated it in a long time. But my DeviantArt, and you'll see why it's this way. Princess Mononoke. Ooh, this one is pretty good. Lord of the Rings. Not bad for like 12. But I was super obsessed with Harry Potter, so my DeviantArt name is Fred Weasley, and I'll leave a link for it in the description if you ever want to look at it. One day I need to make an Comic Maker one, or get like pay for the account so that I can change the name.
That's a friend of mine who said. Sailor Moon. More Lord of the Rings chitties. Sailor Moon. The guy who broke his skateboard and has killed a leprechaun shirt. What was I thinking?
Oh, it's Princess Catherine. She's back. Wow. Gachomon. I didn't watch a whole lot of Digimon. I was definitely more of a Pokemon gal.
Tuxedo Mask. Wow. OCs. More Sailor Moon characters. That's why I remember spending a long time on trying to like make that background. Anyway.
Oh yeah, this is me and Fred Weasley. Oh wow. Woo, fandoms.
Sailor Moon. Legolas again. Sailor Moon stuff, Tokyo Mew Mew, card chapters, Tokyo Mew Mew. You can see where all of this is going. Look at his eyes though. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
So when people tell you, or if you feel like, oh man, I don't know how to draw, give yourself some time, man. I've been drawing, I'm 27 now. I've been drawing for like 20 years now. So, alright. I'm only going to go through this really, really quick, because you'll get the idea after a minute. But one of the biggest things, oh my gosh, these are Pokemon stickers that I've had since I was probably 7 on this folder. Holy cow. Anyway, this folder is literally just full. All of this is just Harry Potter. I kid you not, all of it. I was obsessed with Harry Potter.
That's Luna. This is me. Just so, and then.
So this is a comic that I made when I was in middle school, and it has me and my friends going to Hogwarts, becoming friends with all the characters, and blah blah blah. That's Ginny when she got possessed by Tom Riddle's diary. This is on my DeviantArt too. A lot of these are on my DeviantArt.
And oh, that's that was painted. I used to draw scenes from the book that was made. And oh yeah, check it out. Prisoner Mask Band. That was like my favorite book, the third one.
But anyway, so this whole folder is full of a comic that I made. Oh, this is my OC. That is in the wrong folder. Where we went to school with them, and I originally drew it, and then I didn't like the way that it was looking because my stuff. Oh god, that's bad. I didn't like the way that it was looking, so I redrew the whole thing. And I used to draw necks a mile long. I don't know why.
There's a couple of them in here. You'll say, oh, look at that Draco crying because people just don't understand him. Wow. Next.
4 days. Thick necks. Look at that thick neck. Look at that thick neck. These necks, they're almost as long, as thick as their faces.
Just like short them. It's like short them and made them thicker instead, I think. But I think I have like a detailed drawing. This
On my DeviantArt. Aw, Hermione and Ron. They were my OTP, and then they came to be. That's me holding all the well, not all the Weasleys, because there's more of them, but that's me holding Fred, I believe, and I think this is George and Ron.
let's see. Oh, this is like a big poster I made. I remember I had this in like a big drawer, and these are just like parts of a bunch of the different books for the series. And I like should have thrown it away. It's taking up so much space. Thanks.
For 250 page views. This was my username, Fred-Weasley. Like I said, I'll leave a link for that. Look at that neck! Oh my god! It's bigger than it's almost as big as my hand! Oh, this one. Yeah. This one I drew when I was 12. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. The cover of the book. This one, same thing. I drew this when I was 12. Harry Potter. And Hogwarts.
Then a couple of these are just some more drawings, and then, oh, card chapters, that's more than that. Oh, couch potatoes! I don't even
some of these pages I redid. So like this one, this was like the original. And then I was like, oh, I draw so much better now. And then I like redrew it. Let's see, let me get out of the glare. Which really, in the grand scheme of things, is not that different. I'm just going to show you the right side. But this is like, goodness. This was like 3 chapters worth. Both sides, front and back, of a Harry Potter comic I made. And this was when I really started getting into comics. Like, I used to draw comics all the time. Like, look at that. That's not bad. Look at all that brick. I'm running with Fred Weasley. And then this was a scene where they all, like, all the characters bumped into each other. This one's so bad. And, like, where are their bodies? Like, this one is just a head. There's no body attached to that. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that trip down memory lane with me. And if you ever go, ugh, I'm frustrated, you know, I want to get good at drawing, it's not going to happen overnight. It really isn't. Tech deck, wow. It takes a long time to get, you know, to get to a place where you want to be at. And, you know, don't give up. Keep going. Because one day you start with this and then you end up with where you are now. So keep working hard, guys. Thank you if you did stick around to the end of this video. I doubt a lot of you are, but I really appreciate you taking a look at some of my old stuff. So next video is going to be about my high school art. So it gets better from here, I swear. There's still some cringy stuff, but not so bad. See you guys soon.